This city claims to have China's best barbecue, Asia's longest markets, and bridges made of sand that disappear? What? Today I'm going to be exploring it all, using my tried and true method of asking locals for their recommendations.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
So get comfy, grab snacks, and let's see if the hype's real or if I've just walked into China's most chaotic food trap.
Hello, and welcome to another Chinese food adventure, and welcome to a city that's apparently home to China's best barbecue. I'm talking about Jinzhou.
It's a city in Liaoning province, one of the provinces that make up Dongbei, aka the northeast of China.
And let me tell you, people here in Dongbei, they take their barbecue very, very seriously. So if people are saying that this is actually home to China's best barbecue, then I think my trip here is already severely overdue. So yeah, come explore Jinzhou with me today. I'm just going to be listening to local recommendations. The day is still young. I'm ready for breakfast. Let's see what locals recommend.
来吃饭。我听说锦州是中国最好吃的烧烤。
锦州烧烤是第一，不用上网上搜去什么最好那个名店，到那嘎达还得排号。
你早上会吃什么？
我们早餐都是上早市。
哦，对，我听说这里有亚洲最长的那个早市，对吧？
石桥早市，去早点去，他定9点钟就完事。好玩的锦州笔架山。
比什么山？
笔架山。
笔架山是什么？
海边。
Jinzhou is actually a coastal city, so we head directly to the seaside to check out this bijiashan, which you can see there is actually a mountain in the ocean.
完了，你连玩从那边再吃点海鲜，那都是新鲜。
And since I want something in my stomach before climbing this mountain, how about we hit the seafood first?
拜拜，下次见。What a legend. 谢谢。The day of eating is about to begin. Oh man, it's hot. It is really, really hot. But we are here at the fish market and we are going to choose some seafood, and then basically there are all these restaurants over there that'll cook it for me. So now the name of the game is just choosing what seafood I want to buy. We've got crabs. Oh, pippies. Oh, they're squirting at me. Would you check out the size of this oyster? Actually, typically in Australia, we would say that such a big oyster wouldn't taste so good. I don't know about China. We usually go for the smaller one, so I'm not going to touch that one today. My problem is I've never been good with seafood. I mean, I love eating seafood, but I'm not good at choosing what seafood to get. Usually someone is choosing it for me. I am intrigued by these. I'm not too sure what they are. 这个应该好吃吗？那个腊肠好吃。那我来一点这个。扣10块钱行吗？可以。Okay. Wow. 这个是什么虾？
呀，说这么好啊，这个基围虾，
好吃吗？
好吃。这个你可以生卤，可以最简单就是煮。 还有生吃，这个生虾是最好的一个虾。好，那我来一点。
Okay, so now I've got my prawns, I've got my shellfish, now I've got my eye on a crab.
这个可以，这个会好吃吗？
好吃好吃。煮完之后就是煮饺子那么煮，开锅之后的话15分钟，然后就可以吃。
他们可以给我做吗？
后边是有加工的，你可以做这
后边。
对。
好。Oh, this is so cool, guys. It's not hot in here, which is what I'm loving. It's really lovely. There's a bit of an ocean breeze as well.
And they basically have these big steamers at the front where they'll cook all your gorgeous fresh seafood you've just bought from the market.
The smell coming out of this kitchen is absolutely incredible. It's just seafoody, umami goodness just hitting me in the face.
哎，你好。
加工是吗？
对，
来吧。
我不太会。
你不太会，我会。
OK 有人说有一个虾可以生吃，
生吃你能吃啊？不习惯吗？这个生吃的得酒醉，你真吃咋吃啊？你真吃你能吃？生吃现在吃不了，别生吃。
那我不奢侈。那
看拉肚子，天气热啊，看肚子坏肚子。这个辣炒吗？你吃辣的吗？
可以。
辣炒方块。可以辣炒。 这个就一蒸，
可以，
提供30块钱加工费。
可以啊。Basically, how it works, they've got a big loudspeaker over here, and then when it's that's the loudspeaker I was talking about, and you wait for your number to be called.
美女，
你好。
好了。
Oh wow.
67哈，
好快。
So here are my shellfish that I've since learned are called chengzi or razor clam, prepared in the Liaoning style, basically spicy and fried.
The meat inside, it looks like this, with 2 little antennas out the top. I think I can eat the whole thing. I might just actually ask, because you never know with these things. Sometimes it's like, oh, you must not eat the antennae. 美女，我有一个问题，这个我全都可以吃，对吧？
都可以，
没有不能吃的地方。
没有。
OK， OK，
好吃吗？
我还没吃。
非常好吃，
非常好吃。It's so fresh. It reminds me a little bit of the taste of an oyster, and they're so long, a bit like a sea sausage, and the way it's made, spicy, salty, fragrant, So good. Now I wish I got more. The thing with shellfish is it's a lot of shell. I'm onto my last one.
Just in time for my next plate of seafood to arrive. These items have just been steamed, so I also got some vinegar and soy sauce dipping sauce from the front counter.
I mean, I could be 166. That looks amazing. Okay, my steamed seafood has arrived, and I love that they had my back there. I was ready to have these prawns raw, but they told me, no, you might get diarrhea. So, I mean, that's the only endorsement I need not to get something raw. I do not want diarrhea. And I've also got to remove the poop tube because I've watched too much MasterChef. And now, here we go. Oh. They put wasabi in this as well. Oh, this is so good. This is my childhood. Like just some steamed prawns. The guy with the megaphone sitting by the beach. The serenity. Now for the part I'm always a little bit intimidated by, opening the crab. I always forget. Oh, yeah, okay. At this stage, I'm just hoping Australia doesn't revoke my citizenship. I'm so un-Australian. I can't surf. I don't like Vegemite, and I don't know a thing about seafood. And this is something that my Chinese friends find quite hilarious, that they know way more about seafood than I do, but Australia is the source of some really incredible seafood. I didn't learn how to open a crab. I mean, I use that term loosely, learn. I'm not doing a very good job, but I only learned when I came to China. Growing up in Australia, we would eat a lot of prawns, so I'm good at opening prawns. I would also eat a lot of oysters. We would buy them from the co-op, open them ourselves and eat them right out of the shell, just raw with just a little bit of lemon on top. Oh my God, absolute perfection.
Now that we're all fueled up, let's go climb this mountain.
I've been traveling China a long time. I've seen a lot of things. I've climbed a lot of mountains. None of those mountains have been in the middle of the sea. So I'm actually very excited to do this.
So I was just telling this story to Dad. I'm back in Australia. Next week we're heading off on an adventure in China together. And I was telling Dad about the story of seeing, you know, this mountain in the sea. Like I've
never seen a mountain in the sea before. It's called an island.
But I do actually feel like I'm missing an essential part of the experience because at certain times of day, there's actually a heavenly bridge, they call it, a tianqiao, that opens up of sand when the water is at low tide, and you can actually walk from here to that mountain. And I think I want to do that. The problem is I have to come back tomorrow to see that because it all depends on the tides, and there's actually a little bit of a timetable here. According to the lunar calendar, I've learned that today is Shisan. That would make tomorrow Shisi, which means, oh, I can come between 7:30 and 12. I'm going to take a pause for now. I'll take you to tomorrow's Amy, and then I'll be back later with today's Amy. Hello, it is tomorrow Amy, and this is really cool. Check this out. A magic carpet of sand has appeared leading right to the mountain. I'm really glad I did this because I just have not seen something like this before.
She goes, but it's got a magical bridge. It's called an isthmus.
It was special to me, okay? I was very excited to climb my island and go on the isthmus.
We're simply gonna walk to the mountain. Yesterday, only boats available to take you over because there was no heavenly bridge available. And now we just walk. And talking of things that connect one place magically with another, I want to introduce the sponsor of today's video, of course, Rosetta Stone, my anytime, anywhere language learning app that teaches through immersion. And much like this heavenly bridge, it connects you to the country that you want to go to by learning the local language. I think by far the best way to get on that deeper level with a new culture is by speaking the language. And with Rosetta Stone, you'll be on your way to learning the local language in no time through matching speaker audio to visuals, through repetition, by participating in dialogue yourself, all activities that'll have phrases and words sticking in your head rather than having to pore over textbooks for hours and hours and hours. And because you're probably going to be using Rosetta Stone while you travel, it is so travel friendly. You can pick it up and study for 10 minutes a day, just do a few little lessons, a few words sticking in your head. You can download the lessons to use offline. So whether you're on a train or a plane, if you have no internet while you're traveling overseas, you can still be doing your Rosetta Stone. So if you've got a trip coming up, why not check out Rosetta Stone? If you check out the link in my bio, there's currently 60% off the lifetime subscription that's going to give you lifetime access to all of the languages that Rosetta Stone offers. So check that out and get connected.
I have to say the walk to the mountain is actually a lot further than it looks, and in parts it's a bit slow going thanks to the slippery rocks and also sections of the bridge where the tide also started to seep in. All in all, it took me over half an hour to arrive at the base of the mountain.
I'm like absolutely schwitzing up a storm here. And now that we are actually on the other side, let's see if we can actually get up the mountain.
The climb is quite steep in parts, but the views are totally worth the climb. The hardest part, I have to say, was the heat, but you've also got lots of stalls on the mountain here selling cold drinks and snacks. I also came across a stall of a guy selling his artwork, which I stopped to admire for a moment while he was in the process of making a cut-out profile silhouette of someone. Turns out that someone was me. This is my profile. What?
Wow, Halihai. This is the most hilarious thing ever. I wouldn't have been at the stall for more than 10 seconds before he holds up this profile of a woman. And he's pointing it at me and he keeps pointing at me like, you. And I was like, at first it didn't really register. I was like, yeah, it's a woman. I am a woman. Thanks. But then I realized, no, that is my side profile. And in the 10 seconds or less that I was at that stall, he has actually depicted my side profile in such detail. And he's really captured the essence of my side profile, I have to tell you. Like, look at that chin. That is my chin right there. And he's also got my hat, my glasses, my bun. Wow. That is wild. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to give you back to today, Amy, which is actually yesterday, Amy, but for the purposes of this video, is today, Amy. Goodbye from tomorrow, Amy, which is really today, Amy. I'm getting confused. Hello, it's today, Amy, and I've been asking around. I've been asking people, what is there to eat here in Jinzhou other than shaokao and seafood? And yeah, I've been coming up short. It turns out those really are the two main things to eat here.
除了海鲜和烧烤，有什么可以吃吗？
还真没啥。
And in my brain, I was thinking, you know, shaokao barbecue is usually something that I would eat at night. But then I had to remind myself, I'm in the barbecue capital of China. Why am I waiting until dinner time? So the first barbecue place right near my hotel has just opened. My first taxi driver told me that you can go into any shaokao store here in Jinzhou and have amazing barbecue. So we're going to test that theory with this place. It's just opened. Let's see how good the Jinzhou shaokao actually is.
你好，开门了吗？
I mean, yeah, I told you guys. There's no one else in this store because it's literally daytime. It feels kind of weird to be eating shaokao in the daytime, but yeah, it's the resounding feedback I keep getting from people that the thing to eat here in Jinzhou is barbecue, and unless I want to go starving for lunch, I'm eating some barbecue. So I'm here. A bit nervous. I mean, is it going to be as good as everyone says? What if I don't like it? I mean, is that going to get me cancelled? What if I don't like Jinzhou barbecue?
As for what I ordered, I went with the boss's recommendation of some lamb skewers, a barbecue pigeon, and some barbecue chicken feet. While I waited for my items, I noticed every table has a packet of this on it.
Garlic chili sauce. 这个是配那个烧烤吃吗？
对，我们这边都是蘸酱的，蘸那辣酱四大蒜。
真只吃烧烤。Cool. I can't help myself. I want to open this up and give it a try. Ooh. Oh wow. That is salty. Garlicky, salty, and slightly spicy, but very salty. What?
少放点，看那咸。
Oh, okay. The moment has come. My first ever bite of Jinzhou barbecue. This is lamb. It's the small skewers. I got 5 of these and then 1 big one. For my first bite, I think I just want to have it as is, and then I'll go in with the dipping sauce. It smells really good. I'm not gonna get cancelled because I freaking love that. Thank God. Whoa. I mean, I'm already 3 skewers down and I've completely forgotten about this dipping sauce. So let's give it a go. Oh, that's good too. I didn't think it could get better, but actually dipping it in that sauce makes it even a little bit better. It is very salty, so I'm just putting on the tiniest little bit, but it just adds an extra intensity of flavor on top of already intense flavor. The texture of the meat is incredible. It's so soft and tender. I love how it's lean, fat, lean, fat. So what I've been doing is I get a bite of lean and fat. Gets that, oh my God, that fat just melts like butter. It's so good. And what I love is the spices on top. It feels a bit more finesse than just your typical shaokao spice. Like shaokao spice is a typical thing in China. If I said to you shaokao spice, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's got something extra inside.
In fact, I collected quite some feedback from my taxi drivers over the course of the 2 days I was in Jinzhou about what actually makes Jinzhou barbecue so good.
锦州烧烤为啥叫一绝啊？青菜、海鲜、肉类，叫东西就能烤。锦州所有烧烤都是炭烤的，你不用炭烤，你烤不出那个味道来。
烤的师傅好，师傅
师傅。
对，就是烤串儿的师傅，啊，就像比方说我开车，我车开得好，我烤串儿我烤得很好，啊。
好，有道理。Let's see how the big one goes. I've had my little ones. Now time to move on to the big. It's amazing. It's so moist. And on this one, instead of having a piece of lean, a piece of fat, a piece of lean, a piece of fat, the piece itself is right on that boundary between the lean and the fat. So every single piece is giving that, wow. Oh, it's even a little bit crunchy. So far, so good. Next round. Oh, Deidre. Whoa, check this out. This rack of chicken feet. Pull these out. Wow. I was scared that this was gonna be a bit tough because sometimes barbecue chicken feet can get on that like tough rubbery side. But I mean, check this out. I'm just gonna take another bite and you see how easily this falls apart. Whoa, that is good. Okay, Jinzhou, I am paying attention. That is the best barbecue chicken foot I've ever had.
Now last but not least, our barbecue pigeon.
这个也要配酱吗？ I have to say, the more I eat, the more I love it. My first impressions was, oh, it's definitely on the tougher side, but I think pigeon in general is a more tougher meat. It's also quite stringy, but I'm really enjoying the stringiness. It's kind of giving me string cheese. Remember the cheese we would eat as kids? So I've just been here sitting, stringing my pigeon, and the flavor is so good in that meat. I mean, you can see how dark the meat is. It's been marinated, I think in soy sauce or something, because it's got that salty but slightly sweet soy quality about it, and also a slight char from the barbecue. I've liked every single item I've had here. It's been absolutely fantastic, but the more I think about it, the more I realize that this is a really good idea to be having multiple meals of shaokao through the day. Because if it is actually the best in China, how am I supposed to judge that for myself if I only come to one store and kind of like hit it and quit it? Because maybe it's just this store that's good. So let's head to the next store on the street and see if that's good too. I think this place is also doing shaokao.
你好，开门了吗？开门了。
哦，我可以吃烧烤吗？
可以，没问题，来吧。你看你比我。
这真的什么都有，有羊蛋、羊瘪都有。
对对。美女，我给你来2个这羊排串，这是咱家特色。
哦，这也有海鲜。
对对对，咱家虾烤得好，虾来一个，来点菜不？
菜是有什么菜？
啊，这咱锦州的干豆腐比较好吃，我们这地方干豆腐挺有名的啊。我先给你下单。
Okay.
好，请坐。
好，谢谢。I may come to regret this. I'm doing back-to-back shaokao. I figured this is kind of like sport. You know, when your endorphins hit, you've been running and then you're like in the running zone. I'm in the meat zone right now, and I feel like it would be a disservice to me and the city of Jinzhou to stop right now. So I'm here with Shaokao Round 2. I've got some different items so I can taste around the menu and like see different places, what's good, and try all the different things. So the first items have just arrived. This is lamb ribs. Oh, it smells so good. It smells super lammy.
I'm excited to try this taijuan. It's tofu rolls made with the famous Jinzhou gandofu, which I've learned is special because it's handmade, it's ultra thin, yet it doesn't break easily, making it perfect for tofu rolls like these.
That's really good. It's really crispy and it's really kind of thin and light. Basically the concept of a taijuan is you've got tofu skin and inside you have some spring onion. So it's kind of this tofu, fragrant, come on, never ending. No, it's spring onion and coriander. And look what I've just noticed. Here they also have this sauce. It's a different brand, but it's still the same garlic chili sauce. I'm opening that because that was really good. Let's try this one. Wow. I think this is proving that this isn't a fluke. Jinzhou is not letting me down on the barbecue front. I love the lamb skewer I had at the last place, but I like this even more because it's everything that I loved about the first lamb skewer, like its tenderness, the flavor, but also it has a char and a crispiness from the barbecue as well, and it's on the bone, so it's like the most flavorful part of the meat. I think this is proving that this is not a fluke. It wasn't only that place that's tasty, this is also really freaking tasty. And this is amazing. I love the big lamb skewer that I had at our last place, but I think I like this even more. Firstly, because it's on the bone, and meat closer to the bone I tend to like more because it's more flavorful, it's more rich, and this is really rich. Where the first place was super tender and juicy, this has that like taste of the fat that's like permeated through everything. and it's just incredible. It's also a slightly bit crispy on the outside from the barbecue as well, so it's got that char. And with that sauce, my good lord. I mean, we've had a lot of lamb at this point. This is the first bit of beef I'm having so far. Oh. Wow. Great. It's something in the spices, guys. The spices, the tenderness, the fat. They're doing something to their fat here in Jinzhou. I don't know what it is, but they should definitely keep doing it. It literally melts in your mouth. So freaking good. This is where it starts to get a little bit ridiculous. I thought I had just ordered one prawn, but I seem to have ordered the whole school of them. Maybe this is a skewer, because technically there is one skewer running through it. Can you see? It enters here, it exits here. So technically this is one skewer of prawns.
They were so tasty, but yeah, absolutely massive. Luckily the table next to me was willing to help me eat them. I definitely over-ordered here, but I made some new friends because of it.
附近有没有比较好逛的地方？
好逛的地方。
对。
贴事儿去了吗？3点就开，5点钟开，老热闹了，人老多了。我给你写这儿，然后那个你按这个地址呢，打车也就6、7块钱吧，然后你就告诉出租车司机你说我到这儿，就嘎嘎好玩儿，好吃的好玩儿。
知道了。
啊，
哦，我不在这儿。OK。
来。
是不是？
哎，下来接啊，扎小店。
那个临河夜市往这边走吗？还是？
你这得打车，打出租车就能到。
哦，好。
哎，拜拜。
好，拜拜，拜拜。She was so fun. Now you know the drill, guys. Walk until I can make space for the next round. She says that there's she even wrote it down for me, bless her. There's a market, a night market that I think I want to check out, but I will need a few hours to be ready for this. So let's see what's around to do. I was doing my straight line walk thing and I saw the tip of this tower from the street. So I decided to come on in. I'm in this park called Guta Gongyuan. And this tower, I'm reading here, I think it's over 1,000 years old. 这个就说明这是1000多年前建的是吧
？1057年的那个啥。
It's huge.
你哪国人？
澳大利亚的。
哎呀妈呀，我们汉语说这么好？
没有，一般般。你是锦州人吗？
我不是，我是内蒙的。
我下个月就要去内蒙。
是吧？
你觉得这里的烧烤怎么样？当内蒙古人。
烧烤在东北是挺出名的。
那对比那个内蒙古的烧烤能
各有特色。
说得好。
But let's keep walking.
As I quite literally digest this xiaokao, I'm also doing some brain digestion because I'm here in the xiaokao capital, but it has me thinking about the other places in China that I've really enjoyed xiaokao-wise. So I thought I'd make a list of my top 4. Why top 4? Well, I couldn't choose between the top 3. If there was to be a top 4, Jinzhou is definitely in the top 4. I love the xiaokao I've had today. But also in the top 4, I'd like to give honorable mentions to Lanzhou because there they dip their xiaokao into chili flakes. It's absolutely fantastic. I always think about that xiaokao. I also always think about the xiaokao from Xixixar. The quality of the beef, oh my gosh. One bite into that beef, it made me feel like I was back in Australia. And another one, maybe a little bit of a wild card because I don't know if this place is specifically known for their xiaokao, but it's one that really sticks with me and I think about all the time. And that's the xiaokao I had in Yibin, where they dip it into this peanut like powder and it becomes almost like satay. And it was just such an amazing combination. I'm also a big fan of peanuts, so yeah. That's some of my favorite xiaokao in China.
Now let's go check out this night market.
And the night market's even longer than I thought it was going to be because it's actually connected to another night market. So this here is Gutai Yeshi, Gutai Night Market, and then this here is the Linhe Yeshi. And I guess they kind of connect, making a mega street food night market. This street just does not end. Just when you think you're about to get to the end of the street food market, another street comes along and then another and then another. And really there is everything here that you can imagine. And there's less of like local specialties and more just like a collection of all of the famous street foods you can find in China. You'll find them all here, as well as some interesting ones as well.
During my wanders around this market, I spotted corn egg tarts, a taco stand, which is definitely unusual for a Chinese street food market, this egg waffle stand where they were painstakingly transforming egg waffles into mini hamburgers, and even a Cantonese dim sum stall selling changfen, which I actually don't think I've seen before, especially here in Dongbei on the opposite side of China. But I'm still so full from my Shaokao bonanza, so I decided to keep it light and go for something sweet, and these little cakes here caught my eye.
It's called a car tire cake, I guess because it kind of looks like a tire.
红豆的这都好，女孩吃芋泥的、抹茶的。
抹茶？哦，我来个抹茶的吧。That's cool. I'm trying to open it up. Wow. I really love whatever this pastry is because it's like quite hard and crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. And then you've got that matcha paste inside, which is really soft and buttery.
But where one night ends at one long night market, a new day begins at another long market. I've gotten up nice and early to check out this Shiqiaozi market, which is apparently Asia's longest morning market. And yeah, it's very long.
I've made it to the end. That was a solid 15-minute walk. I can understand now why it's Asia's longest morning market. But like, where else in the world does longer morning markets than Asia? I want to know, like, if this isn't the longest in the world, then what is? Which country are doing longer morning markets than this? Like, please, let me know in the comments, because I'm sure Jinzhou would love to call itself the world's longest morning market. But it seems that this title of Asia's longest morning market is already bringing quite a crowd. There are lots of people here. I mean, it is really early. Even before 6, there are crowds of people. And it goes for kilometers, so I guess this is awesome if you're a local because it's going through so many communities here. Imagine just like in the morning, oh, I need a little bit of celery, or I don't know why celery, but just come out and get it. Get all the celery that you want. Oh look, celery, literally celery is right here. Celery.
As well as produce, you've also got heaps of breakfast stands too. So I'm gonna have a look and see if there's anything here I haven't tried or seen before.
This is actually saying Jinzhou TRYING, which means like a specialty of Jinzhou. And I think this might be the first one I've seen in this market that is selling like something specifically from Jinzhou.
你想吃肉的，想吃素的，
想吃素的。
加个鸡蛋吗？
可以。
She paints on some sauce, then in with marinated tofu slices, handfuls of fresh veggies, coriander, onion, chili sauce, then it's all tossed together and wrapped up.
How sweet is this? I love the smiley face wrapping paper. Nice little breakfast burrito here. Beautiful little vegetarian breakfast burrito here. It's got all your macros and micros, and it's delicious.
I came across this stand that also looked interesting. It's basically a fried pancake stuffed with meat and only one kwaya pop.
Look, I was worried it wouldn't be so flavorful because there's no sauce inside, it's just the meat, but that pork is like smoky. And then I love the pancake, it's so crispy. They even have 面茶 here. 这个面茶有点像北京的那个面茶吗？
The miancha is one of my favorite Beijing breakfasts, basically millet gruel with sesame sauce drizzled on top. I've recently also fallen in love with the Tianjin version, so now I guess it's time to try Jinzhou's version, which is served with a dollop of sesame sauce and finally these crispy bits on top.
Usually they say don't mix your miancha. You want to keep like the sesame sauce on top, but they've just plopped a spoonful inside, and if I don't mix it, I'm not going to get any sesame in it, so I'm mixing it up. And also, they've added these little things here on top. Oh, they're crunchy. Let's see how it tastes with the miancha itself. Oh, wow. The taste of the miancha here is slightly different. It's a bit more on the, I don't know, maybe corny or like grain. It tastes like grains. It's nice. And the puffy things on top is definitely giving cereal, which I'm not hating. I mean, miancha is the perfect breakfast. It's warm, it's hearty, it fills the spot. I also like to make a point when I come to these breakfast markets to have at least one spot, preferably at the end of my eating experience, that has like the eating sections. So a lot of these stalls, they're selling here, and then if it's more like a sit-down food, they'll have a place that you can come and sit down here. And it's just nice, you can slowly enjoy your breakfast. I'm gonna finish off my breakfast burrito as well, so I have a seat to finish off all the breakfast and also finish off this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this food adventure. Jinzhou, you may have 3 main things to do, but those 3 things, you really do it with finesse. Amazing seafood, incredible shaokao, and the markets, they're long and they're strong. So on that note, I'm gonna say goodbye and thank you for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next week where my Inner Mongolia adventures with my parents begin. I am so excited. I've never been to Inner Mongolia before. This is gonna be so epic. So stay tuned and yeah, goodbye from Jinzhou.